So our last story for today comes from Game Explain's interview with Risa Tabata, the director of Paper Mario Color Splash. They asked her if the team had considered remastering an old game like The Thousand Year Door, and she asked, astonished, if they would buy it. She said if they hear a lot of people asking for it, they'd have to consider it, which prompts me to ask who the hell they think they're making this game for in the first place. Like, if we could tell that they weren't listening to their fans, but they don't even seem to know that their fans exist.
This kind of follows on from what I was saying earlier about Nintendo just making a bunch of Mario games all the time, and not really caring about them, or knowing why they should be making them.
Not considering why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I get the feeling that when they made the first Paper Mario, they had this really great idea for an RPG, and then after they made the first Paper Mario, they're like, oh, well, we have to make sequels to this because it did pretty well. And then after that, they just no longer had a vision for the franchise.
Well, they tried to shake it up with Super Paper Mario, which was really interesting, and it was a great game.
I really enjoyed Super Paper Mario.
Me too, but it was only good as a deviation. I think that once they strayed away from that path of the original Paper Mario RPGs, they kind of forgot that Paper Mario started as an RPG series, and they just were like, well, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
What new ideas can we try like we tried with Super Paper Mario? But that was a mistake.
Yeah.
On the subject of a remaster, though, I would love to see one now more than ever. And I think I'd love to see the original remaster just as badly as The Thousand Year Door. I mean, Color Splash looks like a mediocre battle system and a mediocre core structure, but it's one of the best looking games I've ever seen aesthetically. And I would be completely head over heels if they took either of those games with their amazing mechanics and just redid them in HD with all the amazing papercraft stuff that Color Splash does with its environments. I would buy an NX for that alone. If you want launch titles, Nintendo, you know what to do.
Bundle them both, HD remaster, $40, system seller, boom.
There you go. I would buy it. I would buy the $12 million that needs to outpace Wii U. I would go broke in a heartbeat, and I'd never be able to buy games for them again.
Would you sell all your amiibo?
Most of it.
You'll keep Waluigi, though, I'm guessing.
I don't have... That's like $60 on Amazon. I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
I don't have a Waluigi amiibo. Listeners, if any of you got extra Waluigi amiibos, you know where to send them. Hello everybody, thank you for listening to this Nintendo Week clip, NWC. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to us here on YouTube for more highlights and discussion videos from Nintendo Week podcast, or subscribe to us on iTunes for weekly breakdowns of all your Nintendo news, discussion segments on subjects, games, and more, and tons of other features. Thanks for listening, and we will see you tomorrow with another NWC.